epic gearing up training montage. At one point, HiddenDragon says something to Virtuoso, and she just looks at him like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" and then jumps out of a plane. I like to think it's something like what happened in the bar. He says something that is completely incongruous with what's going on.
Yeah. 100% that would be what would happen.
And that link I just posted is what I always imagine him listening to, since I actually bought Asian action trade music. High quality Asian action trade music, sorry.
Oh, no, I just clicked the link. I wasn't saying anything. Go ahead. You actually bought high quality what?
I've bought theme music for my comlink, which is high quality Asian action trade music, so I just linked that.
All right.
Yeah, meanwhile, Vert just like chucks a gun in her arm, pops her spurs out, pops them back in, chucks her jacket on, and then grabs her assault rifle and like just slings it around her shoulder and just like cocks it.
Actually, you sling it around low ready because you have to wear a parachute.
Oh yeah. Good point.
And anybody who has backpacks, they become front packs while you're parachuting because, actually what they become is they become strapped to you, to your harness, and they hang below you in midair like a gear bag does, because you have your secondary chute in front of you, your primary chute behind you. And so I'm going to treat this like assisted climbing. In the sense that having the proper gear actually gives you a bonus to your free fall.
Nice.
Because, that's a thing in the Six world. Your parachute would have an AR display. It would tell you, it would have an altimeter. It would have, you would pre-program it to have what opening, where you want to be doing your opening at. And anybody who would like can roll their free fall plus intuition as a knowledge skill for looking at the pre-programming of these parachutes to get a feel for what kind of jump you're about to do.
Yep, just give me a second. Free fall. And sorry, what was the bonus for free fall?
It's free fall plus intuition to figure out what's going on with the pre-programming. James Mac Jameson is setting up all the programming on these. Anyone else want to roll for that?
Oh god, that's 4 hits. Got it. Just instead of body, it would be intuition.
Right. Yeah. Yes, you do. You do, in fact. All right. Wait, how do you have that much free fall plus int basics? Oh, did you? No, it's free fall ranks, not the pool that Hero Lab gives you. The pool they give you is your body plus free fall.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you
I'll
still
re-roll
got more than enough in the first, like 5 or
I
6.
can re-roll it if you want to be
No,
sure.
that's fine.
Okay.
So all of you who got at least 2 hits are aware now that you are about to do a high altitude, low opening jump.
Oh boy.
And that's when you notice that on the map nearby the compound that you're going, there is a lake. So you will probably be doing it over that lake, since most Halo drops are done over water.
Nice.
Um,
Because you can't hurt yourself if you hit the water right? You just go feet first.
That's the idea. Well,
Yeah.
it hurts a lot less to go feet first in the water than the ground.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
Without any further ado, James just kind of loads it, whatever bags you guys have managed to gather at the hangar out in the Nan, where you've been training, onto a Fiat Fokker. And he just kind of looks at you all and says, well, if we're going to make your opening, it's about time to head out. Anybody got any last requests? Cut it, Chuckles. He's got a giant cigar in his mouth, lit.
Make sure to pour one out for me.
He reaches in his back pocket, pulls out 4 small, like, single cigar cases, and tosses one to each of you. If you don't mind the tradition for when you make it through alive or ain't gonna make it,
Yeah, fuck it. Smoke it if you got them.
at least you got one to burn.
Thanks. Thanks, Mac.
So if I understood him correctly,
Problem.
he's saying we smoke one out before we jump?
No. If we survive or if we're about to die, we smoke it.
Ah.
And with that, he just turns and walks on to the plane towards the pilot seat. And assuming you all get on the plane, shuts the door behind him and takes off. And you are subjected to about 18 hours of rock and roll blasted over the internal speakers, which saying it's blasting over the internal speakers doesn't say much because the wind sound in this thing is fucking intense. So you can kind of hear it over the engines and the winds, but if they weren't on or you were on the ground, this would be deafening. But now it's just kind of part of the sound.
Before I get on the plane, I send a message to Panacea being like, hey, on a job again, probably gonna die, love you, bye. And that's it.
And like you do stop at about I want to say 8 hours in. You land. It's a water landing. If you look out the windows, it's very obviously the Caribbean. It's in the middle of the ocean. There's nothing around except for a single boat that comes up and refuels the plane. And then he takes off again, and you're off. And about 10 hours after that, well, about 2 hours after that, he's like, if you want to get any shut-eye, now's your last chance.
But we'll attempt some shut-eye.
All right.
Don't have any reason not to try to get some shut-eye, so yeah.
What is the does 000 have insomnia?
He does.
What is the normal roll for insomnia?
It is normally intuition plus willpower.
And the threshold is 3, correct?
I think it's Well, for the insomnia that I'm using, it's 4.
You have insomnia
got-
too.
Yeah.
We're gonna
So
go.
He doesn't heal. He doesn't regain edge, and
All right, we're going to we're gonna call it a threshold 2 intuition plus willpower if you want to try and sleep on a plane that's loud like this.
Yep.
Or +1 to your threshold if 000 wants to try and sleep.
Sorry, what was that? Intuition plus what? Okay, yep, cool.
Int plus will. Hidden Dragon is just out like a baby. So is Virtuoso.
God damn it, Hidden Dragon.
You toss and turn a little bit basics, but eventually you two manage to grab some shut eye, and 000 is just left to fucking hate life and hate you all. He obviously like straps himself in and tries to catch some shut eye, but finds himself just opening his eyes and staring at his companions. Hidden Dragon is just snoring like a beast.
Can convert try and sing him a lullaby?
Yeah, he could be heard even over the engines and the wind.
I would like to addendum that and say he slumbers like a dragon on the plane.
Well, he snores like one at least.
And that's why Select Sound Filter was invented.
Well, no, it's not, because select sound filters don't actually let you edit out sounds. They let you listen specifically for sounds.
Damn it. I thought they like edited it out.
No, that is a misconception that has followed us for years. All right. When the time comes, you all receive DNI pings, waking you. It's time to jump, lady, gentlemen.
Fuck yeah.
And
Yeah, this is when Vert's song like starts kicking in over the DNI. It's like a little something to get us pumped up, boys.
all right, so the way this works is this is a slightly higher than average threshold because it's a halo jump. But you are getting +4 from equipment to your free fall roll. So it is threshold 3 and you have +4 to the roll. But you are parachuting, so not succeeding will suck. You do have a backup parachute that can be deployed so long as you don't glitch or critically glitch. If you glitch, there will be another test to detangle yourself enough to do it. If there's a critical glitch, you're not going to be able to detangle yourself. Don't critically glitch.
So it's our free fall +2, and the threshold is 3.
Free fall, the ranks in free fall plus your body, which Hero Lab that's what Hero Lab adds to you. It adds together for you. Plus any applicable spec if you happen to have it. There is a Halo spec. +4 from equipment.
So, I just want to know, can I use my Trids knowledge to do a cool jump to give me a dice pool bonus to the jump?
I will allow it like the social maneuver informed opinion. You can take up to your. How many ranks in action trids do you have?
I only have 1 rank in action trids, but I have a speculation.
Action trids. A bonus. You get a maximum bonus of +1 from that, but yes, you can roll that to get another +1 bonus.
Fuck yes. Will my spec in Asian action trids apply?
No, because this is very much an American action trids or UCAS action trids sort of thing. You've got the sounds of rock and roll coming to you from Virtuoso over the DNI.
Oh yeah, this is hella American.
So yeah, I got my 1 dice as a bonus. This is amazing. And I'll not tempt myself with using Edge prior to the roll because bad luck is a thing. You said we had +4 from the gear, correct?
Right, so you're at a total of +5. So body plus free fall ranks +5, threshold 3.
Oh, before we like hit the ground as well,
Oh.
does anyone actually accept me as their leader?
Fuck yes, Hidden Dragon does the best of jumps.
What is your physical limit?
10, good sir.
Yep, you can keep all of those. Obviously, the people who pre-edged can keep all of theirs as well. So you guys all just kind of face first towards the ground, diving like fucking badasses out of the plane. You each just swan dive gracefully off the rear end of this plane that lowered down, the ramp part lowered down. And you look up behind you, there is an APC falling. And so you guys are all gaining distance and spreading out away from the direction that it's falling.
Nice. I like to imagine like we're all like sort of competing to hit the ground first. Or at least I know Bird is.
Oh, Hidden Dragon is doing everything in his power to be first and do the coolest landing ever.
See, that's not fair. You're cheating because you're a giant fucking troll.
Yeah, well, you should have been a better ninja and you wouldn't be outclassed. Oh!
But since you're a big troll,
Zeros.
shouldn't you have more drag? Shouldn't it take longer time for you to fall down?
We don't want to do this math. He got one more hit than me, so
Yeah, he got one more hit.
Yeah.
And like basics, you feel like you definitely did a solid job. You performed everything, but like these guys are pulling away. Like,
Yeah.
like this is somehow erased now.
Oh yeah, and 000 is also gonna try to. He's gonna try to land the best he can. He's not gonna try to get there first because it's not about who gets there first. It's about who actually lands properly.
Mm-hmm.
You all are more than capable. You make that transition to feet first and pull the chute right before you would hit the at just the right time, so that you hit the lake just hard enough to not break all of your legs, but to have done the lowest opening possible.
So, over on DNI, because I like to do this on voice for those watching, the second Hidden Dragon lands, he goes over DNI, "The dragon has landed."
And he does that right as he splashes into the water, and right afterwards, Virtuoso and 000 hit the water. And then, not but a couple seconds later, Basics does, and you are all swimming up to the surface, and you reach the surface, and just as Basics reach the surface, the APC hits the water,
Oh god.
sending a miniature tidal wave washing over all of you.
Yeah, no, I didn't. That's why I didn't ask 000. I knew you wouldn't accept me as your leader.
And yeah, until you've proven yourself as the superior ninja, Hidden Dragon won't accept your leadership.
But it's a
By the
fact.
way,
It's a fact
how
that
did
I'm
it
a
go
better.
for the specialist?
The specialist is inside the APC.
Okay, cool.
Well,
That's baller.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Okay,
kind of
yeah, 'cause
confirmed
yeah,
that
the
there's
one
a
that gets-
PvP system in there.
He's actually just died on landing.
this is his Viking funeral.
So the way I rule vehicle crashes, if if your vehicle is the one that is ramming into something, which is what I would consider that to be, I subtract the armor from the body before determining the damage you need to soak, because that makes sense to me.
Yeah, understandable, but for what just happened, there are actually rules for it in Rigor 5. So yeah.
Yeah, but rules.
Right, but as long as he makes the threshold test, he's cool.
Yeah, no, but it's still it's a cool landing. I'm not gonna like poke you on it.
I mean, he had a parachute. It's not like they threw an APC out of a plane without a
And
parachute.
they just let it fall to its terminal velocity and hit the water.
Right?
That'd be
Like,
great.
no, that's not what happened. But you all, let's see. Can I get a swimming check from everybody?
You motherfucker. Alright. What's swimming? I don't have that on my sheet.
It's strength.
It is strength, and you can average your torso plus arms for strength. So,
Let me-
arm plus torso divided by 3, and then you can default. No, the swim check.
Yeah.
I was gonna add my edge after if I needed to.
So, doesn't 000 have 2 cyber arms?
Yeah?
And they're both 3 strength?
Yeah?
That's hilarious. Alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, Virtuoso no souls the fucking swim check as well.
Yeah.
Hidden Dragon, you may have been the first in the water, but you were the last out of it. In fact, as you are getting, you're about 5 meters from the bank, you feel something hard come up underneath your feet. Riding the hood of the APC out of the water as it drives up the bottom of the ocean.
What grabbed my foot? Sorry.
You are
The
like
APC.
you end up getting picked up by the APC that hit the water after you guys, as it's driving up the bottom, and like you're sitting on the hood as it comes out of the water.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, as I feel the APC kind of lifting me up, I'm just gonna take a cool ninja pose on top of the APC and pretend like it was all part of my master plan to just have that cool exit out of the water.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, fuck
Performance
yes.
plus charisma.
Will you allow me to roll Asian action trids or just trids as a
Yes,
informed opinion?
definitely applies to this. You are trying to make a ninja pose on an APC. I will count the informed opinion for this. Is the spec in Asian action? You don't have a spec. It's just Asian action trids.
No, I have trids with a spec in Asian action trids, so I could roll 2 more dice to that.
How do you only have 4 dice?
Because it's intuition, as per Shummer.
Intuition plus your 1 rank. How
Yeah.
much? You only have 3 intuition?
Yeah.
And you have 1 rank, and then you have a spec?
Yeah.
That should be 6 dice.
Yeah, but I didn't know if I was going to add the Asian action trid spec, so I just rolled normal. I can add the two extra.
You said ninja pose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna deny the extra dice.
Yeah, roll the extra 2 dice, and you can take up to 3 because specs count as ranks for what I consider for informed opinion, because that would be silly otherwise. So you can take those plus 3 dice to your performance.
Fair enough. I kind of want to edge this, honestly, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna slip.
Do you only have 2 charisma? That's fucking All right. It's a ninja pose. You can choose not to laugh in his face. You can also voluntarily fail that composure.
No, Virtuoso is an utmost professional. So she puts her ballistic mask on and like covers the laughter as like as sort of like deep breaths from all the swimming, obviously, because that was tiring. Not.
All right.
My apologies for all the silly rolls I'm doing. I'm just I can't help myself.
All right.
Can I hear any other vehicles approaching or anything like that?
Give me a perception test.
Visual or audio perception?
That would be audio if she's trying to listen for
Yeah,
any.
that was audio.
Give me a visual to scan the horizon.
That's exactly what I just typed.
All right, Virtuoso, you don't hear anything other than a couple of birds squawking as they flew away from what is obviously the nearest watering hole that you guys just landed in, and the APC may have displaced like 10% of the water of. Okay, not 10%. It's a fairly large lake, but still, the waves in the lake are still visible. 000, you scan the horizon, and you notice in the distance a pride of lions who seem to be paying a little bit of attention, but no vehicles.
So you're telling me the dragons were not scared off by my cool ninja pose?
The lions? No.
Yeah.
The lions are like half a kilometer away.
Ah. So they could not be scared because they were not close enough to see me. I see.
Oh, they're close enough to see you. You're a giant fucking troll on the hood of an APC making a ninja pose.
I think that's just what he's telling himself, really.
But are the lions impressed?
There's something.
I mean, do you speak lion? You want to try and ask them?
Does this mean you're going to offer me to pick up lion as a language? Because
no.
if you're offering me to pick up lion as a language post-run, I will totally accept that. So let's get on with the run, I guess.
Yeah. So Bert will knock on the back of the APC door and like try to open
It'll open.
Yeah, she'll like step inside and be like, "You know where we're going?"
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's get then. And she like walks to the back of the door and is like, "Let's get in there."
All right, so check it out. That TRID display, if you pop it up, that'll show you the latest satellite telemetry on a target location. This APC here is disposable, I guess you could say. Once we get the right truck, I'm gonna blow this sucker up. So don't leave anything in it when we get out of it, and we'll hopefully all get out of here alive. Yep.
Sounds good.
If one of y'all wants to help keep an eye out, I would not say no. There is a hatch on top. Just go ahead on, open on up, and pop your head on out and look. Take a look, see around.
Will he accept me as his leader?
Hell no.
Damn it.
All right. Let's roll on out.
Cool. So Vert's changed her Argentum coat to reflect desert cam colors. Look, it may not actually be a camouflage cloak, but it could like be usable at least. so she doesn't stand out too much. And she's got a ballistic mask on, which is basically like a ghost's face.
All right. So after about 15 minutes, he tells you, "All right, we're getting. They're gonna be like that compound that's gonna be visible over the horizon here in about 2 minutes. I'm not quite sure. We should just try and drive on up. It's up to y'all. Take a look at that there data, and you let me know what angle of attack you want to try and take." So he will point to the TRID projected map that's in the middle of the back of the APC. And you are able to tell that there are bunker emplacements all around what used to be just a village.
So, GM, I have a very important question to you. Since he's projecting a TRID in the back of this APC, can I roll my TRID's knowledge to know the best plan of attack?
No.
God damn it.
This is the wrong kind of TRID. Like, that's talking about Tridio movies. This is a Tridio hollow projected, like a three-dimensional hollow, like holographic projection.
I keep forgetting she doesn't actually have any of these knowledge skills that Syndicate.
Would you like to pay 2 karma to re-unlock security design?
Nah.
No, that's how
I think I'm pretty sure I have to buy like the next rank of the skill.
it's the way it's worded. I believe you pay 2 karma and get another rank.
Really?
yeah.
Combat tactics, security tactics,
Security
or
tactics is worth.
okay.
I mean, I do believe both of what you just mentioned will be useful for us.
Okay, so if the skill is already on their list, 2 karma buys an additional rank of the skill, and their history can be revealed. If the skill is not on their list, they pay for it normally. So if you already had that on your list, you can in fact pay 2 karma to gain 1 rank in it and re-unlock it.
Wow, that is actually kind of good. I'll have a quick look. I'll think about it.
All right. So security tactics is not exactly what this is, basics. So you're not quite sure. 000 though, you can piece together enough, kinda, to get a little bit of a feel of what they're doing here.
Combat tactics sufficient?
Yes, combat tactics would be much more applicable. This is not so much security tactics as African warlord tactics.
Yeah. Security tactics are don't let anyone in, don't let anyone out. Combat tactics are we kill everyone who goes in our territory. They're a bit different.
So, it looks like what they've set up here are blockades on the different roads into the center of town. And then, like, semi-hardened, at least for the African steppes, machine gun or heavy weapons emplacements in various areas around the village, in order to cover all the angles of approach. You would be willing to bet, although you can't tell from the limited, from the somewhat limited satellite imagery, what kinds of weapons the two of you can kind of put your heads together. It's probably a good bet that there are some varieties of machine guns in those hardened emplacements, and maybe shoulder-mounted rockets of some variety. They are African warlords, after all, and what African warlord wouldn't have some RPGs? Come on, let's be serious. And all of the rest of the guys probably equipped with older model AK-47s, not 97s, 47s. You heard me. Because even in the 6 world, AK-47s should still be around.
Yeah, because
in hammer.
those things are just so hard to destroy. But from the trade, these encampments or whatever it is you have created here, are they towers or are they just sandbags? From what the trade
They are hardened sandbag emplacements around metal sheds, basically. There are a couple of platforms built onto the top of some of these buildings. I will make an indication where those platforms are here in just a second. And it is likely that those platforms have some variety of sharpshooter on them.
They may have sharpshooters, but we also have the best sharpshooter.
Nonsense. He's the best decker.
I hope you realize Virtuoso does not trust a fucking word you say. Like,
it's
like,
cool
yeah.
because I have the braggart, poor self-control, so I'm going to claim things regardless.
Well, she wants you to show her how sneaky you are. Like, walk softly. Like,
Are
this
you
is both
asking me
basic
to
and
walk
her.
softly inside the
I know
APC?
Kung Fu. Show me.
Yeah, she's just saying, like, show me, like, your basic technique. I know I could do it in here.
Fair enough, I guess. So yeah, I doubt the urban spec is going to apply inside this vehicle.
So how far away are they from us?
They are over the horizon still. He stopped
sorry.
the APC to give you guys a chance to actually talk about things before he charges in with an APC against an armed encampment.
Okay. So I'm just thinking, because I've been a bit quiet because I've been rebuilding my entire character sheet in Chummer all over again this entire time. I have backups, don't worry, it's not like I don't have a character sheet, it's just like, that's why I've been quiet. Okay, so now...
Are you really a ninja with only 5 dice to sneak?
He's not an actual ninja.
No,
that's
I'm
the
not
great
an
thing.
actual ninja.
Hidden! In quotes.
Yeah, like the hidden dragon is a pun. He can't hide for shit.
Right, guys, so... Bert, are you even any good at shooting?
She says, I managed.
Okay. Basics, what about you? You good with a gun?
Yeah, I think so at least. Oh, what gun are we talking about?
Doesn't matter. Hidden Dragon, what about you? Or is stabbing things more your speed?
Well, I do prefer stabbing, but I is also good with plenty of drugs. So,
Good with drugs, not gun.
and when he says that, he's just reaching into his backpack and pulls out this small pouch. It's just riddled with drugs, really. So I'm able to offer you Betameth, Bliss, Cram, Jazz, Kami, Nitro, Nova Coke, Pixie Dust, Red Betameth, and Sen.
And triple zero is just...
Oh, and I also have thermal smoke bombs, the ninja version smoke bombs, not the grenade smoke. And I also have grenade
Okay.
smoke and flashbang.
Okay, so I think it's in your best interest to get significantly closer. Yes?
Yeah, no, that's how you stab a bruv.
Okay. Virtuoso, you can handle a long arm. You should probably maybe
What?
hang
Yeah,
back with
yeah, I
me
can-
and the
I can
APC.
handle them. She like sort of gets shocked out of like staring at the bliss.
Basics, what about you? What are you good with? Can you handle a sniper rifle?
No. I could always try, but I'm more proficient with medium to close range weapons.
Okay. So might be the
Just
plan.
FYI, you can see on him here has a Raiden and a Colt on him.
Right. So he does have a Raiden. Does he have long arm skill? Or no, he just has automatics.
Let me check.
Actually, I had everyone's sheets open.
I have long arm, 9 dice.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so back to in character. So I'm thinking is maybe you guys all drive a lot closer, and kind of do a bit of a full frontal assault. While this is happening, I am really, really far away shooting people in the head. Does this sound okay to everyone?
I'm thinking rather than all of us do a full frontal assault, Basic and I will hit from flanking positions while Hidden Dragon goes in with the APC, drawing attention and stabbing people while you stand
Yeah.
back and
That's good.
slap them.
So, Hidden Dragon, is this okay with you? We'll drive you closer so you can hit them with your swords?
So, if I's be catching the plan, I's gonna be riding in or on top of the APCs.
Whichever one works better for you.
This is how Hidden Dragon dies.
As you guys are speaking this plan aloud, the driver kind of looks back and like, y'all really want me to drive in there on my lonesome with just that guy? Are y'all nuts?
We'll be providing fire support.
Are y'all nuts? I ain't
mi-
I'm in this to get home and spend that paycheck.
Maybe we could try.
Does this baby have any guns?
Nah, this is a disposable APC. I can run a motherfucker over if push comes to shove.
Maybe we could try me and Virtuoso
She's got
sneaking up
some pretty
with you.
decent armor on her too, but you know, if they start firing rockets, that armor's only gonna last so long. Get what I mean?
Okay, hold on. So the vehicle. What's the other vehicle that we're meant to capture?
We can acquire any sort of
there's
vehicle with a truck.
There's a fucking semi rig up there, and it's a container on top of the trailer for that semi rig. It does mean we are gonna be sticking to roads as much as possible. I hope.
Okay. How many people do we have any idea on their big numbers at all whatsoever?
Yeah. Y'all want to look at that map right there? Each one of them hard points, I got estimates placing 3 to 5 people in each one of them hard points, and probably another 20 or so in the compound overall.
So how many? What direction are we coming from? Like north, south, east, west?
Well, that's
Okay, so
up
if
to
you
you.
look at the map,
That's up to you, but right now we are coming from the northwest. We can, of course, circle around and try to come at it from another angle. We might have to avoid a couple of patrols if we do that.
So, Mr. APC, bro, if Miles and he's kind of does the finger counting, there's like plenty many we's be fighting, like more than 20. And he kind of turns his pouch of drugs. You sure yous don't want to hook up? It might be roughs.
Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't do nothing but drink a little bit of whiskey here and there. I will say that once we go in, I am gonna be in VR. Of course, please. But I ain't super excited about heading in on my lonesome with just one person.
okay.
Like you might be trying to treat me as a little bit more disposable than I really am.
Virtuoso
You're
will
no
take
more
the Kami from you.
disposable than our good friend Hidden Dragon here.
Okay, so those, yeah, that is not reassuring there, partner.
Like use be same person, but I prefer to.
Those X's are going to be awkward because that's how I would mark that you actually took out the people at those barricades.
Okay. Well, I'll delete them in a second, but that's where the people are, yes? Or are they more at the other barricades?
No, those are the barricade. Those are the hardened emplacements around their village. Like I said, they are probably 3 to 5 people in each one. You got 1 or 2 that are manning the machine gun, and another one that is a spotter. That's why I know there's at least 3. But I wouldn't be shocked if there's as many as 5, because these guys tend to like to do things like play cards together while they are on guard duty. They ain't exactly the most disciplined type of group, but there is a whole fragging metric ass ton of them. The warlord that we're looking at right here, last numbers I heard is he's got 100 to 200 people as working for him. They ain't all in here. Like I said, there's a lot of people out on patrol at any given time. And, well, the Somalians up around the Horn, they might be more about piracy on the high seas. These individuals are more about piracy on the dirt roads.
So on this map, are we able to see any gas station or like anything that would resemble where you'd store fuel?
Yes. In fact, that's what this is right over here.
There are plenty of things being marked right now.
I see the thing that I got really big, that I made really big for a second there.
Yeah, I see it.
That is the fuel depot.
Fair enough. And I was of the impression that that was the truck container we were taking with us. So is that actually visible on the map?
This is the truck we're taking with us, I think.
There are 4 trucks such as that. They each have a container, like a shipping container, on the back of them.
Right. Okay,
So
and
blowing
one
up
of
the
them
fuel
has the
depot
container
will
on.
probably damage those trucks. So,
But remember, he said the thing was not remotely delicate, so...
yeah, but if we blow out the truck, it's on. We are going to have to move it to a different truck, and that's going to be a chore.
Yes, that is true. So, moderation.
And those barricades along the roads, they will have some guards along those as well, though they are going to be much more lax, trusting in the hardened emplacements to take care of any threats that may be rolling up, with the exception of that northernmost one, that northern entrance. If you look, and he will zoom in the image slightly so that you can see, there is a crate that there is a stack of crates that seem to be about the right size for as technology strikers.
Where?
At this top gated section, there's a
That
gate
one?
that actually runs
Or-
between the 2 barricades. Yes.
So, wait, between the 2 barricades?
There is a gate that runs between the 2 barricades, and then to one side, next to the building, there is a stack of crates that are about the right size to hold RPGs.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna circle the things which go boom in yellow. Yellow's a good color for explosions. Okay. Okay, so what time is it right now?
It is 2200 local time, so 10 p.m.
Yeah.
so that would start to become fairly dark then.
It is absolutely completely dark.
Aren't they picking it up like now?
No, 2200 is when he knows that it will be there, and
That's the 6-hour time frame.
and you have a 6-hour time frame from 2200. 2200 was the insertion time.
Okay.
How close is the rigger confident he can get without him drawing attention to us?
Probably not very close, because let's be
Yeah.
honest, it's a giant APC.
It's a giant APC, and this is open savanna surrounding it.
So we're going on foot for most of it.
Yeah.
Well, if we
So how
want
do
to
we
get
feel?
in quietly, then we're going on foot.
000 taking up position off map with his sniper rifle, shooting anyone that like pops their head out.
I will note that there is nowhere off map where he will be able to get angle on everything in the compound.
Oh no! I got that. Like he was basically going to be covering the direction the APC is coming from. So maybe like 2 hard points.
Mhm.
Well, if
so
we'd come from
Basic
the
and
south side,
I
he could
will
cover 3
sneak
points.
in. Yeah. So Basic and I will go from the north and like get the crates ready to explode. I'll use one of my fragmentation grenades on a timer, and then we'll keep moving around, and then eventually they'll go off and draw attention.
There are people at that barricade. It is not just.
Oh no, we'll kill them.
Okay.
Kill them quickly and silently.
Yeah.
There are
Okay.
probably about, I want to say, 8 or 9 people at that barricade.
Per barricade. Okay. Yeah.
Like
Alright.
between those 2 barricades combined.
What's your automatics dice pool, Basic? That's really metagamey. I hate asking that. How good with automatics are you, Basic?
He's
18.
pretty good.
You're pretty good. All right. As in pretty good as. Oh yeah. Cool. All right.
It's not Johnny Blaze level, but he is proper mic level.
All right. So he's competent. What I'm asking is, can you take 2 targets at once?
I don't know how the rules are for that.
So you just split your dice pool in half.
Yes, he can.
Cool.
With a complex Pilato, he can give giving each one of them -4 because it's a 10-round burst split.
Yeah.
He would be reasonably decent at taking out 2 targets. Yes.
So we'd lose surprise fairly quickly, but we can take out 4 of the 8
Okay,
relatively
Oh,
fast.
I forgot to note how I do this, because I do this like I do the Expendables runs when there are massive numbers of enemies. Part of the reason it's high threat is because there are so many of them, but part of the reason I do it the way that I do it is because I don't really feel like rolling initiative for 50 people. I do them in groups. I use swarm rules. I've done this since before swarm rules existed. I do it basically like D&D mobs.
Okay. So, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the best vantage point on the barricades is, or on the hard points is from the south, because I can easily hit all 3 of them. It's a bit tight through here, but, or depending how far away I am, but I can actually get pretty clear line of sight, because this area is just a fence. I can easily shoot over and through that.
Which area? Sorry, I did not see the ping.
Sorry, because that I can shoot over.
It is a slat fence that is about neck high on your average human.
Okay,
Or-
so that
or-
might make it a little difficult, but yep. No, basics is drawn. Yep. So.
No, that's not me. I haven't drawn anything.
Who drew in pink then? Whatever.
That's me. I'm drawing all
No,
the
good.
battle
Good.
plans.
Yeah, so either that's the cone that I'm looking at, or this is. If you see what I'm ruling,
Yeah.
which would have a tighter shot through here. But if I do that, I can hit. I think I can hit 3 hard points. I checked. I don't really have a clear line of sight otherwise, because hitting the northernmost hard point is very difficult. From the right, from the east, and hitting the northeasternmost one is very hard, because this is pretty much the only angle where I can hit this one.
The building I'm pinging, is that a high building? When
Which
I'm
one?
looking at the shadow,
Yeah.
it looks high.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a silo.
I feel like what we want to do is put our sniper in there. Should have
Actually,
advantage over the entire.
It's probably the water tower, to be honest.
Up on it.
I would feel safer being further away. One of you can get up there. You don't have to be a sniper to be a marksman. Maybe that's where basics goes.
Because some of our weapons are silenced, so we don't need, like, if I open fire, it doesn't necessarily mean that they know where I am.
Yeah.
Seeing as I have the Tread knowledge skill, I am going to suggest this. We could do, if any of you have seen the Expendables movie, where one of us approaches the guards, suggestively me, with 000, covering from a sniper vantage point, and then you just do your take aim or take action, you just split your pools and deck the entire people in front of the one getting attention, so to speak, and then we just go then, so you don't actually have the APC with you when you're approaching, but since I'm the one bringing up the plan, I would be the one approaching and kind of like acting as if I surrender or offering my services to the African warlord to just draw these soldiers out so you could see them all in plain sight and just then split your pools and take them out from afar. And I've also then closed the distance since they've already seen me, so I can just geek them from a much closer distance.
Now the
That's his
other
common
option,
sense thing.
does 000 get up nice, close, and personal, and introduce people to the joys of full auto flechettes from his A16?
I would prefer that.
So Hidden Dragon will immediately know, he doesn't even need to roll action trades, that is the more badass option.
Which one?
Yeah, introducing people to an A16 is always...
Oh, yeah.
I can always borrow your AA6.
It might sound strange, but I like Dragon's idea.
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
I
yeah.
can always just be hiding in the background, and if shit goes down, I can pop out and.
In worst case, we just bail.
Yeah, regardless, I'm probably fucked when I get in there if shit goes bad anyhow.
So in that case, 000 should be sniping from the APC then, so that way he gets close enough to clean up, because he won't be much help when everyone starts ducking behind cover.
Yeah.
So 000 and the APC come from the south.
Okay.
Yeah, for that
And-
idea to work, I would need to be from the south side as well if we're going with me basically walking up to them.
So Basics and Virtuoso can come around from another side and start picking people off from behind, or the side, just split their attention.
All right. So we have reached another milestone in time. So at a quarter till, I'm gonna need a plan, and we're gonna get rolling on it. You guys can continue to plan or take a quick break for a bio break, grab a drink, grab a smoke, do what you gotta do. At 15 after, we're gonna start executing.
Yeah,
So-
I think we're gonna go with the plan that is currently laid out. With you guys coming from the south, we'll come from the north.
So I'm gonna write it down on the table, and I'm gonna write it down somewhere else. So
I'm gonna go have a quick bio break.
I probably already know what you're going to say, but I'm going to have my common sense ping about me approaching them and basically drawing them out from cover and pointing guns at me.
he went to go.
Yeah,
Oh, he left. Well, I'm gonna pause the recording and hit the break screen then.